Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Paikin, and here we go again. A federal election debate among the four leaders of Canada's major political parties.
Debates over debates. I'm Brian Lilley with TheRebel.media. Do you realize we're having a debate in this country over how to have election debates?
The Liberals, we don't know what debates they are going to agree to in the end. The NDP says they're agreeing to more debates, the merrier. The Conservatives say 5 debates, none with the Consortium, as the main broadcasters, as it were.
Liberals have not rejected any of the debates, are not tied to the Consortium as the only way to do things.
But don't worry, I know Tim wants to jump in. We're going to have lots more debate over the debates.
See, mainstream media, don't let Conservatives in.
See, for years, the Consortium, which is headed up by CBC, CTV, and Global, they have controlled how Canadians learn about their political leaders during election debates. They've had a stranglehold on it. And this year, the Conservatives said, no, we don't like that idea. We want more debates. The NDP said, fine, Tom Mulcair will debate Stephen Harper any place, anytime. Not afraid. But the Liberals, well, they like the idea of the Consortium, and they like the idea of fewer debates. So they're desperate to hold on to the Consortium and control. So right now, the Liberals are inside that building with representatives of the big broadcasters and the Consortium. The NDP are there as well, but they say they're willing to talk to anybody about debates. But the Liberals, despite being the third party in the House of Commons, they have demands. Demands that must be met on how Justin Trudeau will debate. Now think about that. They are the third party in the Commons. The government, or the governing party, and the opposition, the official opposition, they're just saying, let's have a bunch of debates, let's look at proposals. But the Liberals, the third party, they've got demands. I think their boy is a little scared. Let's go over what the Liberals posted online. They said that they've got to have an equal number of debates in French and English and have the French debates available across the country for francophones across the country. Why? Why does it have to be an equal number? It hasn't always been an equal number. 1988, for example, more debates in English than French. And let's face it, there are more English speakers, vastly more English speakers than there are French speakers in this country. Now, what happens if there's more interest in having 3-4 debates in Quebec in French and there's less interest in English Canada, or vice versa? Are you going to just force people to have extra debates or have fewer also you can have an equal number? It doesn't make sense, but it does play to Trudeau's desire to have a Quebec base. He doesn't have that many seats, but he wants to. He wants to be so much about Quebec. Let's look at his other demands. He says they've got to establish clear rules around the ownership and uses of debate footage. Now, this goes back to the whole issue of can parties use news clips in their ads? That was settled a long time ago by the Liberals back in 1988 when they sued the broadcast consortium that they're now in bed with to use footage of John Turner attacking Brian Mulroney during the 1988 leaders' debates. Their lawyer at the time was Alan Lufty, and he said it's a victory for Canadians, for broadcasters, and for the political parties. And I mean broadcasters, because they should be relieved to be out of the position of having to censor advertisements of political parties. That's what he said after the Liberals sued and won for the right to use debate footage. But now they don't like the idea of Trudeau's words coming back to haunt them, so they want to make sure debate footage isn't used in ads. They say that the debates have to invite all party leaders. That includes that you must have the Bloc Québécois leader in an English debate on the economy in Calgary. The Bloc has, what, 1 MP now? 2 MPs? The Green Party has to be invited. They have 2 MPs. Neither one of them even has official party status, not in the House of Commons. But they want them to be there because they want more people gaining up on Stephen Harper. He also says they've got to touch on a variety of themes relevant to the national discourse. So you can't have an economics debate. You can't have a women's issues debate. You've got to have a multifaceted debate at all times. Again, it doesn't make sense other than Trudeau's weak on the economy. He doesn't want to go up against Stephen Harper or, for that matter, Tom Mulcair on the issue. And they say it must include a live studio audience and audience participation. Why? What's the point of that? Why not just have people that are able to press the leaders on real questions and do away with constantly looking to Twitter? I mean, it can be a good thing, but I think it's become a crutch over the last several years while the debates have been run by the Consortium, the big boys in that room negotiating with the Liberals right now to keep their control. There's going to be more debates. There's going to be more opportunities for us to judge the leaders ahead of the next election. 2 of the main parties are okay with that. 1 is running scared. Remember that when it's time to vote.
Bye.